Osiris is an extension of the family band initially called The Witch, which was formed from me and Muhammad, my brother, and my sister Faiqa. It was a family band. And then we were split for a while we went to the universities, each one of us. Later on, in 1980, me and Muhammad reunited, and Muhammad was in the mode of forming a band, progressive type of band, which mixed Arabic music with current rock. And this was in 1980.
From day one, they are on the not commercial side. It is a type of music, progressive rock, which is completely different.
Osiris used to bring in and incorporate these traditional Bahraini rhythms into progressive rock music, and I guess that's what made Osiris's sound so unique internationally.
As you can see from the records, the music changes as the members change. This is a very healthy thing for music, and I think it was a healthy exercise for Osiris.
There's a good variation of age now in the band, which we didn't have back then, which brings a new sort of angle to the music, the new styles of music as well being introduced by the new singers.
The interesting thing is that the members who left the band over the years, and we've had quite a few of them, didn't leave the band because they didn't enjoy the music or anything. On the contrary, they all liked what we did. But for personal reasons, for career reasons, and whatever, for family reasons, a number of them left. They all loved it when we called them and told as many of the band's members that we could get hold of that we are doing this show and that we would like them to be at least, part of it in one way or another.
It's quite challenging, for one, to be back again with the band, even though it is one song. But it has reawakened something in me, something that is making me think, why did I leave the band 20 years?
I'm very happy to see all my friends, rehearsing, going back on stage, playing live again. I wish, I had the time to play with them again.
This is a feeling, that brought me really back 30 years ago, and I feel like I want to be there on the stage with them. I do, but I don't think I can make it now, but I really feel like I want to be with them now.
Osiris band has almost 30 years of legacy, and the thing about Osiris is that it had made a name for itself internationally.
We are involved in every step as band members. It's not like that we leave it to other professionals to have everything prepared and we just go and perform. Because we had to be involved. We knew what we wanted, and we wanted it to work out just as we like.
Hi.
The practice sessions were quite intense, especially towards the very end, close to the concert. Our usual practicing is 2 days a week. That's when we don't even have a concert coming up. The closer we got to the concert, the number of days per week started increasing. Until the last 3 weeks before the concert, we were practicing 5 days a week.
We get nervous, because it's very the concert's coming very soon. Oh, there is no time. We have to rehearse some more, and exactly according to the plan, we have to rehearse.
We're rehearsing and we're missing the football game.
Yeah, we're missing some football, good football games.
See, I'm a
Barcelona fan.
and I'm a Real Madrid fan.
Real Madrid fan. Yalla. All for the sake of the concert.
Actually, rehearsing an entire 3 hours show on a daily basis was something actually, exhausting.
Going into the cultural hall, to set up the equipment and then do our sound check and all. Unfortunately, things didn't go as well as we had planned, but things usually don't.
Everything, went down to the wire. We were, I think the last sound check we did was just an hour before the show. We barely had time to finish, everything, all the setup an hour before the show.
There were some surprises here and there. So there were some delays. We ended up being behind schedule, most of the time. But thankfully, we were able to, get things done. Maybe not spend as much time as we would have liked on, doing the sound check, doing the lighting, and all of that. But I guess, all the hard work, from the band members and the crew and everyone there, it all came together very, very well. And, it ended up being a very good concert.
And a reflection. The backstage moments before the show were actually probably very nervous moments for some of us and for most of us maybe, because everything comes down to this point.
Hello guys.
Hello. 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 How are you doing?
Performing for so many years, you always tend to think that going on stage will be easy, relaxing, and common practice for members, especially for the old members. Actually, it is not. It is like any other person going on stage. It is nerve-wracking. It is tense. The members try to cool down before they go on the stage. They try to keep the adrenaline under control. I think it's a fun time because you are hyper to perform. At the same time, you are worried of how your performance will be. So going on the stage, the 10 minutes before you go on the stage, it's a pretty tense time where you are trying to control your nerve from one side and you try to control your hyperness and the excitement of performing from another.
Yeah, let's go on stage. Rock on, man. Osiris.
Rock and roll!
Let's do this.
We were nervous actually, and even the first few moments of the show we were also nervous, but after the reaction of the audience, that was it. We were just being ourselves, musicians, and on stage and performing.
I enjoyed the reaction of the crowd who were there, of the full house, and the reception, was very good. I think they enjoyed our music, and that was something positive, and it's a good feeling, when you see the crowd really enjoying it and getting into the music.
It wasn't just a full house. It was a full house, and the audience were, interacting with the musicians and really having a good time and enjoying the music.
Gosh, Osiris is like a band that got everyone's respect, and everyone appreciates and admires that kind of band, that kind of music.
As a musician, this is all what you need. You want to perform. You want people to listen to you and to enjoy what you do. And when you get that feedback from the crowd, this is what makes you feel that you've done it. You've done your job.
The concert was phenomenal. Phenomenal. I never saw such a strong feedback, especially for audience that have not seen a band for over a decade. And after a decade or so, for the concert to be jam-packed and the people having this response with the band, the feeling was fantastic. I mean, for me, this is probably one of the highest moments in Osiris history.
concert sums up the entire experience of Osiris, or can be presented as the epitome of Osiris, because it covers the whole experience of the band throughout the its entire existence. That's why we've chosen to call it the myth and the legend.
Finally, it came true, and it was one of the musical experiences that I'm never ever going to forget. I'll never be able to forget that night. It's one of the nights that are tattooed in my life.
This concert was the highlight of my musical career. And I've been playing the bass for almost 13 years, and this has certainly been the culmination of all my efforts.
I will be proud if we can release this DVD for us and for the Bahrain also.
All I can tell everyone is that Osiris is here and will stay and will be around for many years to come, hopefully. And I hope everyone still, years from now would enjoy coming to our concerts.
I could never ask for a better day than that day that we performed the show. It was absolutely exhilarating, and the feeling was undescribable. The feeling was really undescribable. Fantastic.